let's jump into the Excel add-in. What I'm going to do today, so for those of you that don't know, CCP announced last year at FanFest in May 22, they announced the addition of an Excel add-in, an official Microsoft Excel add-in for EVE Online to access data from the EVE ecosystem in a similar way that you could already do via APIs. So before this, there was a smaller but still fairly large group of people who were using spreadsheets and calling the APIs for specific data on market orders, industry, corporation data, you name it. And now they are trying to make that available to everyone through a more or less simple to use Excel add-in. And they just started a beta for that last week, and people could apply for it. Some people got in, some people didn't get in. I put a normal application in. I actually didn't get in, which is mind-boggling to me. The only reason that I am in now is because I'm an EVE partner, and all partners got access to it. That's pretty much the whole story there. And with the beta, CCP gave us a demo sheet that I'm going to show you in a second that demos the basic functions of this. Now, I'm happy to try different things with you. I played around it a little bit with my own stuff, but I haven't really built anything that is highly useful. Mainly because the spreadsheet itself was thank you, Clark Nova, for the Prime sub. Appreciate it. The as I said earlier, this is much more a GIF assets replacement, so a character and corporation manager replacement, rather than a tool to create complex trading spreadsheets. So that's clearly me as a main trader was hoping for that, but that's not what this is. This is not something that we can now call the market history from again, because the API is not needed anymore. Clearly, this is not there right now. You can probably they will add the market history to this going forward. Like I could imagine them doing that, and probably the only reason it's not there in the beta right now is because the API is currently down. However, this is the way it's structured. It's just it looks much more like chief assets, and that's fine. That's just not something that's going to revolutionize the way that I trade, for example. Okay. Having said that, let's jump in to this here. I just have the player numbers up in the background. By the way, we're hitting 30,000 on a regular basis again, which is great. I'm going to pull up Excel. Now, what I did for you guys is I took the official CCP demo sheet and I turned every page black and turned the writing white, just so we have a dark mode, right? For my basement dwelling friends right out there, right? This means that some of the fields, right? Some of the fields had input field, they were orange. They're gone now, all right? So I destroyed the functionality, but I thought dark mode was more important than functionality, right? Because not only to protect your eyes, but also Excel doesn't have an easy way to switch. Like you can change this stuff right here, but you can't change this really in an easy way. At least I don't know one. Yes, there's a war on. Nice to see player numbers up. Yes, yeah, very good, absolutely. So immediately you can see that there's this part here that is new, that is not native Excel. this is the part where you can log your character in. Now you can log a ton of characters, and for this demo right here, all I did was I added the Oz. Right, this is the my fund character. This isn't my main character, so you're gonna see some numbers here. This is the character that is running the JITA portion of my my open to everyone investment fund, or that used to be open for everyone, not anymore. Not anymore. So everything is on this character is transparent anyway, so you can everything I'm sharing today is you can always see on my stream, and I have no secrets. All right, so we can play with this character as we want. Now there's some instructions here that I'm not going to go in here. Optu is asking, I assume you can log in corporations. I guess you're possibly corporation. I guess maybe if you are the if you're the CEO, then you can access that information anyway. But Nino Panda is saying yes, you can. I haven't tried it. Even though the Oz is probably he's a CEO, so we could try that as well. So I'm just gonna click through some of these sheets and some of these basic functions that CCP is providing here. The first one, ignore the errors because I just don't have enough characters logged in. The first one is the character login, right? I can make this a little bit bigger for you guys. So you can see this is now showing every character that I've logged in. I've only logged in one character, and you can see here that it's it's pulling it's pulling the information with a custom Excel formula right here, which in this case is, I'm destroying it already, eveonline.active_character. So this is pulling the character name. It's pulling the character image right here. It's pulling the character ID. It has here the corporation of this character. And what the nice thing you can do is you can show a card, right? There's this there's always this drop down field right here that you can use to show additional information. So first of all, this is now showing information on my corporation, Pecunia Infinita, and you can immediately look up all the basic information about this. That's not the cool part though. The cool part is that you can click on there. Wait, actually you can click on here. There's this thing right here, and you can add data to the spreadsheet that you're working on. So you can actually add the member count of the corporation, the name of the corporation, the tag rate, etc. So let's add the member count, and so immediately it adds the member count right here. The member count is 859. It's not 859,000. This is probably if you're American or European, this is going to depend on the comma or the dot as a separator. That's the only thing. Europeans do it differently, right? So I can easily add numbers just by clicking on this button right here, add data, and you could then drag that down for any character you have. So this is super useful. This is great, right? Perfectly. Well, 3 zeros would imply thousands. Yeah, it would, but if you have the separator differently and it interprets it differently, then it turns 859 into 859,000. It just does it. Did CCP tell you what version of Excel are supported? They are saying that right here, this workbook was designed for Excel 365 and Excel for the web. Some newer Excel formulas used in this workbook may not work in older other versions of Excel. That's totally possible. I'm not using I'm using the Excel app, but everything is working. I'm just using the regular Excel app that you download in Windows. Okay. So yeah, I am a big fan of this type of button to add any information to a dynamic worksheet. So you can build your own worksheet, and you don't really have to be a spreadsheet wizard to understand how this works. It's very, very straightforward. It's really good. The formula is using Excel standard for 1,000 separated. It automatically converts it based on settings, but some players have had issues. Yeah. You know, I think that's not going to be the issue with this add-in. I am sure that they're gonna get the regional formatting right. So that's that. Let's go to skills. This is you can basically select the character that you've logged in. You can log in 1,000 characters or 100 characters, I don't know, or whatever the limit is. And then select the character, and immediately you would have all these skills that the character has listed down, right? As far as I know, Honda said they were the dev for this. Oh, nice. Okay, good to know. Good to know, Honda. I'm sorry if you have told me that already, but I don't think so, right? Are you from Microsoft? Just one message. All right. Will Jonesy, congrats on winning that raffle. And I'm gonna restart the raffle right now, and you can send me a message on Discord or on Twitch, and then I will. You're working for CCP on this, but with MS Contacts, of course. Nice. Okay, perfect. So welcome to the stream, and good to see you here, man. And so this is really nice because here we have the entire list of skills, right? Which is cool to access. And it's again, you can do the same as you as in the previous sheet. Any field that has this little these little diamonds right here, you can click on add, and then you can add another. You can add another data field to this table right here. Now skills, skills is good for managing or for searching skills. If you have a lot of characters, you can look through them. That's great. So depending on what you're using this for, there could be a million applications to this. Right? Now this is finances. This is where we're getting a little bit closer to what I do that, right? This right here, remember, this is a character that is running the investment fund. That's why you're seeing some rather large numbers on broker fees. The total on record seems to be the same as 30 days. So this hasn't been live for that long. So this is probably just looking at 10 days, I'm guessing. Maybe it's just looking at 30 days period. From the way it started. It seems about right, I guess. And so you can immediately pull things like how much have you paid for various things. So you could see this type of functionality working on a personal ledger, your personal income sheet. Looking at across a bunch of characters, how much are you spending on what? I think you could create some very cool. Personal finance stuff around this that you couldn't before. Something you would have needed chief assets for to do. This is just taking a summary, but I'm sure you can do this for various characters, etc. Or this might even add it all up. Does this wallet journal? This doesn't call on any character, so I'm guessing this will add it up for all the characters. I don't know. Honda, if you know, then let us know. But this looks like it's not depending on anything. If you add a second character, does it just accumulate everything? Yeah, exactly. See, Bonsai. If you guys don't know, Bonsai is my partner in crime in creating these spreadsheets that I use. So it's no wonder that Bonsai and I have the same question immediately. I think what he's using is a combined call, so it adds it. Yeah, that would make sense. So that's good. It's like a personal ledger. I like that. I mean, wallet journal is exactly what it sounds like. Honda, you say you can call functions either with a all characters or character ID. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you. And so this is just a wallet journal. So this will just, for me, that's just all market transactions. But again, you can add stuff in here. It's kind of like Chief Assets where you can add columns to your market journal view, and you can do the same thing here. And you can do it quite quickly, right? So if you wanna add your account balance here, then it's quite easy to do that. It always adds it in the end, which is quite useful, right? This looks like the Eve Portal mobile app, yeah. Except spreadsheets on mobiles are, quite terrible. How far does the wallet journal go back? I mean, it's hard to say. This is just the beta, so at this point it just goes. What is this? Like, it's just a month. So it's just at this time it's just 30 days, but I don't know what it's going to be in production. Do I think is this tool going to bring more competition to trading? No, I said this in the beginning, where this isn't really a trading tool. Like, I don't think this is going to revolutionize trading. I think this is going to make character and Corp management easier. So this is much more a Chief Assets replacement rather than a trading sheet replacement. And it's Honda is saying is limited to what ESI can give us, but this is giving more eyes on ESI, so it hopefully gets more love. Yeah, and currently the market history ESI is done, so there's nothing that that this sheet could pull from there either. It's dependent on that. And I mean, this is in terms of trading. I'll show you in a second, but in terms of trading, this can really just pull the current market price, right, and in different regions and everything. So it's like the market data API. But I don't know if this is going to really going to make a big change, because the people that are interested in trading beyond the very average of what you do without a spreadsheet, then I don't think anyone, I don't think this is going to be adding a lot of people to the serious trader list. I just don't think so. I think this is going to be a quality of life thing for character and Corp management. Micro Matt, hey Matt. Also prefer character names instead of character IDs. Yeah, for sure. But, remember it's a beta. But it's a... So then market transactions. This is showing you market transactions. So this is quite cool, because immediately this is like an interactive market transaction sheet, right? You can kind of like in the game client, you can immediately look at, okay, what have I bought here? What's the quantity, etc. But you can also add, let's see, unit price. Is the unit price the same as this? Probably. Unit price, yep, it is, okay. That's the unit price I paid. We have location already. I could add the owner, I have that already. Okay, so this is basically already exhaustive. This is your standard market transactions type. I have really complex spreadsheets with API calls. Really love making those for some reason. Yeah, I mean, there's the people that liked making API spreadsheets already. I think those people are going to continue using their own sheets, especially if you like building them. Yeah. The problem is sharing sheets. If I plan to create a sheet for the public, then I don't want to lock it behind a paid tool. So I'm curious in how it works with the free web Excel thingy. It seems like it's built for that, but yeah, it seems like it's built for it. So active market orders. So this is what are your active market orders? Again, this is pretty basic. Little bit of interactive stuff here. You can look at the items again. You can interact with the locations, pull some data on the locations, and add all sorts of data that you want to see. So this is again quite a good interactive table on orders active. This is order history. It's pretty much the same. This is where it can effectively replace chief assets. This is the assets sheet, right? And what if you've used my community spreadsheet that for trading, you know that I tell you to go to chief assets and copy the transactions into the spreadsheet and copy your wallet balance in there. You won't have to do that going forward. So going forward, you can just build a spreadsheet like this. You can have it automatically pull your assets, and you can do that automatically. So this you would have had to create a much more complicated spreadsheet in the past with a login, etc., which was a lot more difficult than this add-in. And that's where it's going to make a difference, even for maybe small-time traders who just want to update their assets, update their orders, and then see how much money they made. So for that, I think our community tool, Bonsai, I think that's something that it could replace. However, Bonsai and we specifically decided to put it into Google Sheets so that everyone could access this. So I don't know how big the restriction is, and that's what you were getting at, Bonsai. I don't know how big that hurdle is for people to use Excel. But if there's a free version that people can access this with, then this might be a good alternative to our community sheet. And if it is, then I'm happy to move it over. Not having to import static sheets is great. Yeah, that's right. Yep. We will see once it gets released. So this is assets, industry jobs failed just because my character isn't doing any industry. He's a pure trader. What kind of blueprints do I have? Okay, just kind of interesting. You can look at. I mean, so what this is. What I always think with this right here, this is showing you the characteristics of the blueprint, right? The only thing that I care about, or the main thing I care about when I have a blueprint is it profitable to build right now at current market prices in region XYZ, right? Isn't that the only thing you care about in a blueprint? Now, this spreadsheet isn't going to do that for you, right? I do that in my spreadsheets if by calling the Eve Cookbook API, for example, giving it the blueprint name, and it gives me back the production cost based on the parameters that I named it, right? So I already have a sheet that does that. This sheet isn't going to be able to do that. I mean, it could be, but I don't think they're going to. I don't think that CCP is going to give us that key, and I like that, right? I don't want that to be easy, because identifying which items make sense to produce in which region is 50% of the industrial or the industry play style, right? I mean, if you put that information out there in a tool that where everyone can access it immediately, then you don't want to put that in there. And you can write that down, Handa. I'm not going to stop you. I'm just saying I think you're going to have, because that's almost like that's too powerful. That's just like on my trading sheets where I have my own indices that I follow, where I have my own queries that I run on the market. That's stuff that I've built up over 19 years of trading in this game. That is stuff that I like, that I could give to everyone immediately, but then there would basically be no point in me playing anymore at all, right? Now, I don't have a problem giving my community sheet away, because that just makes it transparent. That allows you to track your profits. It allows you to see what you're doing. It's allowing you to make better decisions. But that, to me, is data democratization. This doesn't mean that you need to give everyone the complete solution to the entire playstyle, and thereby making it leveling the playing field in that everyone's going to make the same decisions. And that's what I feel is important. That's a line that this shouldn't cross. First of all, Lord Keeney, congratulations on winning that raffle. Let me restart. Write me a message on Discord or on Twitch, and I'll send you a skin code, and I will restart that raffle. And then let me address those two comments in chat. Too Shy to Shoot, great name, by the way. Microsoft Excel Online is free and can be accessed by anyone through a free Microsoft account. Yeah, okay. That's good. And then Nico, what's stopping anyone from manually entering components for blueprints besides laziness? Oh, you don't have to. This is you can explode these immediately. So if you look at this, there's some sheets coming where it's shown. Like, you don't have to import this. It'll do everything for you, and I'm fine with that too. Like, it's not. Like, for example, this is the production sheet for Dominic's. This looks complicated, but it's not at all. With this, it's actually quite easy. AG Ender, thank you for that Prime sub. Appreciate it, my man. Here you have a Dominic's blueprint, and this will This is one click that expands the components of that blueprint. Then you can extract the item name, and then the total quantity, and then this is pulling the average price, current price. And so this is all possible, and this is all easy, right? This is all this is all easy. It's then up to you to just scale that up to a table to figure out, where does it cost, how much, what's your cost basis, what's the region that you're in, what are your manufacturing parameters, what's the current price. The current price isn't really all that interesting. Like, once you're trading for a while, and once you're doing industry for a while, you realize that the current price means nothing, right? This price right here means nothing, because it could be manipulated. It could be a spike. It doesn't mean anything. You have to look at, monthly averages, weekly averages. Once you start working with average volumes, average prices, over a period of time, that's when this gets interesting. And that's all I'm saying is giving everyone the tools to access every data point is great, and do it. Like, I don't think you should be serving up the complete solution as to what is the best trading sheet or what is the best industry sheet, because that's the transfer that players should be able to do, and if they can't, then they shouldn't be excelling at that playstyle. That's just my point of view on that, and that's why the way that this is pictured here is totally fine. Lord Keeney, yes, you won that one. You can send me a message on Twitch or on Discord, and you'll win I'll send you a skin code to redeem. And yes, Bond, I agree. This sheet is very nice. This sheet is very, very well done. This is all really good stuff. It was always possible with these ease of doing it in Excel. Just opens it up for everyone. Yes, it does open it up for a lot of people, for sure. Eve, could you show a capital part in that production sheet? Interested if it breaks everything down? So here, let me see. Can we change this? Give me a part that you want to see. I think, like, can we, if we change this name, does it? Yeah. See, you can just change the name and it changes the entire sheet, which is nice. So if you give me a name, I'm happy to put it in there. You wish you could take credit for the explosion, but that wasn't my code. Yeah, I like it. Same problem as the AI replacing gotcha. Yeah. Do an orca. So this doesn't explode everything down. I'm sure, like on this level, right? You can't do capital production based on this level of detail, right? You can't because it's more complicated than that. Because underneath that you have reactions, you have raw material prices. This goes down. Like if you're looking at buying life support units on the market, then good luck. You have to go down to more detail. But you can probably blow this up more. I'm guessing you can blow this up more. Let's see. Can we? If I go there. I know there's a way. Hold on. I can go here. Then I can go there. It just adds it here. So we can go all the way down. You just have to build a different sheet for it, right? Because this is now like you can explode that down, but it's this sheet is not made for that. And and to be honest, like this sheet is good for an initial assessment, but this is not the way that you're going to do it in the end. Like this is the way you can do it for like a caracal, right? Where you only have basic minerals, and then your price is going to be fairly accurate, right? But it's not going to be for a capital ship where you have 3 or 4 levels of production. But that's fine also, because it shouldn't be like that. Shouldn't be that easy. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, so if we go here, I mean, I can mess. I'm happy to mess around with it, but if we if we take this down here, oh, it just blows it up. Okay. This is how this works, right? And I really like this. What this does is this cell just says go to A15, which is the Orca blueprint, and it says just drop manufacturing, dot materials, and immediately, if I put that that formula right here, then it'll immediately blow it up, which is nice, right? So if we can go in here, then we should be able to. Then we should be able to do the same. So I should be able to do the same here for B15. Oh, it's not a blueprint. It's not a blueprint. I would have to call it a blueprint. Right? So if I put this thing there, oh, it can't do that, right? I get it. I would have to call this a capital sensor cluster. Yeah, there we go. So, immediately it's going to change and it's going to blow everything up here. So you would have to, if you want to do a capital construction sheet, what you would have to do is, we can go back to Orca. You would have to take all of these and just blow them up individually. So you would have to take this as a blueprint, this as a blueprint, blow them all up, and then it's a big tree. It's good. I mean, that's that could work. Yeah, the fact it has X quantity in the name kind of breaks the support. Been asked if that field could be simplified down to just a name. Yeah, I mean when I was trying to make my own sheets here, what I kind of the issue I ran into was that, I mean, this blows things up, but if you're building like a database type thing, then you need everything on one line, right? Like I can't always blow everything up. I would need a field here that says, hey, for this item, I need you to take the sum product of all of these quantities with the average price in the forge over the last week. That's my ideal formula right there. And I can do that because I have all that data in my spreadsheet. I can't expect the API to have that sort of data just lying around. And I like that. I like that. It's good. This is going to be I think this is going to be the middle of the road tool. This is going to be the tool for the 80%, right? The tool for the 80%. If you want to be like, if you want to edge out your own strategies and end up, outsmarting everyone, then you will probably end up building your own. Sorry, this may be the very wrong moment, but did you have success with the scanning bonus Navy frigates after the patch? No. Is that something that happens outside of the station? Because then I will just never have taken part in it. But I might just be confused. Oh, you meaning you're talking about trading? Yeah. There was a run on Navy frigates. Navy frigates. No, I wasn't trading in them. I did not profit off of that. I wish so. It was nice. Neither did I profit off the multiple pilot training certificates, which are basically sold out. But yeah, so this I really like this manufacturing sheet. This is a good manufacturing sheet. Like it. And that's pretty much it. The rest is just data validation. So you see, it's a nice, well-rounded tool. I think. I think it's the functionality is already very good. So I wasn't, there's supposedly some bugs here and there. I haven't run into too many, but I haven't built my own really custom sheets with this. It's looking promising to replace things like chief assets. I think it's going to be the tool that a lot of people are going to use for just character and corporation management. also for hanger management. I said hanger management, not anger management, just to be sure. And then you might have, you might also use this for your basic profit tracking of in your trading transactions. I can see that there as well. So this might be a really good mix between our community trading sheet with Chief Assets, so that you can do all of that in one tool. For something like that, it might be very cool. And I mean, once if they ever do add back the market history API and you can call it with here, then I will start to play around with more, right? So I have one last question for Honda Super. If I'm in here, can I call? Can I make a JSON call from here, like onto other APIs? Like let's say the Eve Cookbook API. I can't, right? That's only easy in Google Sheets. How often do the data points refresh? I would guess every 15 minutes, just like the API does, but happy to be corrected. Import XML. Yeah. Import XML is what I use in Google Sheets. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't use Excel for I don't use Excel for EVE Online today. I use everything in Google Sheets just because it makes things easier. The only really bad thing about Google Sheets is that I reach my daily limit if I'm not careful all the time. Okay. That's it. Unless you guys have questions for me or Honda, since he's already here in chat. Let us know if you have questions. We happy to discuss them now. Otherwise, we'll move on to market talk.